I didn't do the ending. One more time.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Hey, good morning. Taking time to make time. Hi, I'm AnnMarie Milazzo, and I'm doing the vocal arranging for the Record. Maybe I'll have one girl with her. Taking time.
Yeah, I like that.
Brought me to musical theater were my parents, because my dad, they're both musical. My dad was a director, so I would sit in the back of a dark theater in Vermont and just like watch him direct and like memorize all the parts. And I just fell in love with theater. I couldn't love theater more. But what happened with arranging is I'm kind of an accidental arranger. Just because I started writing musicals of my own and I would arrange it, and then it kind of led to people asking me to arrange their musicals. It just kind of was like a natural extension. Because I actually think that arranging and writing kind of walk that fine line of where does one begin, where does one end? No, I just like those two notes.
Yeah? Who do you want to double?
I don't know yet. The first musical I arranged was Spring Awakening. When it was at the Atlantic Theater, I was doing a show of my own, and Tom Holtz came up to me and asked me, like, who did your arrangements? And I was like, I did. He's like, oh, I've got this show with these kids in a church. I'm like, great. And it ended up being Spring Awakening, and we took that to Broadway. And then Tom Kitt had seen it, and he asked me to do what was called Feeling Electric, what turned into Next to Normal. And then it kind of snowballed from there. I did If Then, and I did Finding Neverland, and I did Once on This Island, which I co-orchestrated with Michael Sterban. Because what we did is taking vocal arrangements but turning them into orchestrations, because there's a huge difference that I'm hoping that is understood. Because for arrangers, I feel like they're the unsung voice of theater. I think arranging is really important, and no one knows what it is. It's kind of like this weird gray area. So hoping that people start to understand, an arranger is so tightly paired with a composer that I feel like the recognition of, like, there's so many beautiful arrangers that never have a voice because they can't get Tony nominated. And there's no nominations, and no one knows what the hell it is. So I'm hoping to bring an awareness to arranging, through musicals and through this stuff. I think it's starting to be understood a little more. I hope, right? We can only hope.